And we're live.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of The Relentless Skeptics.
Orna. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about
up.
nothing. I got nothing planned. We're going to be pulling a Matt and Shane secret podcast today. No bullet points, no nothing. We're just going off of it.
Let's do this.
Speaking of which, Jesse, you were talking about wanting to get into more podcasts. And you want our podcast to be no bullet points, no subjects, right? Just kind of going off the cuff.
Joe Rogan.
No, because it's not really like that, because they definitely come there with stuff to talk about.
Oh, well, yeah, no, he has guests every episode. He has a guest.
He shows up.
Just
because he shows up doesn't mean that the guest doesn't have bullet points and stuff to talk about.
For sure, there's subject matters and guests. Yeah, if he has a guest on about fitness, they're going to talk about fitness a lot of the time.
Right. So my point is if you're looking for a podcast that just kind of goes with the flow, and you kind of get into something, it's really funny. It's called Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. It's got Shane Gillis, the young bull. Shane Gillis.
He's a funny motherfucker.
I love that guy. He's
light drinking son of a bitch.
Me and him would get along, I think, because he just
racist, sexist piece of shit.
He thinks everything's gay, and I'm like, bro, you're right.
He's fucking funny.
Life's gay, bro.
Didn't he do that roast of fucking
Louis J. Gomez, man?
Yeah,
I watched. I sent that to you, right?
He was like, I heard him talk about it on Joe Rogan.
My favorite part is my favorite part is he walks up, and I called it. My brother was watching it with me. I said, "Yo, this is gonna be amazing. He's gonna get up there, and the first thing out of his mouth, I bet you, is calling this thing gay." And he gets up there and he goes,
here.
Yeah, he goes. First thing he says, he goes, "Dude, I just want to say before I get started, this roast thing is gay." And it's just everyone loses it. It was the best.
He says it just like that too. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I know. This roast thing is gay. Okay.
So what's their podcast called?
Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. I literally just started listening to it because I'm a fan of Shane Gillis.
Right.
And I'd heard of his podcast for a long time. I just never really thought it was going to be that good because of it not having any, you know what I mean? And the way that they talk, you know what I mean? The way Shane gets, the way Shane talks, I thought it was going to be dumb. I thought it was going to be gay, bro.
Right.
And it's totally not gay, bro.
It's just it's gay, but it's not.
No, it's not gay at all.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Cool. Well, I mean, it's probably a little gay. But, but, it's pretty cool. I've listened to a couple episodes, and, man, I fucking died. I'll send it to you. I gotta send you this one. He literally talks shit about his friend Matt. That's Matt, of Matt and Shane. So Shane literally just talks shit about Matt for, the whole podcast because Matt is into, pan flutes. Wicked into pan flutes. Matt's like, I sit on my roof with a blanket and play the pan flute. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What? Don't do that. It's so funny. It's so funny. He's just like, dude, that's fucking stupid. What are you fucking doing to us, bro? Dude, he just slams him for 2 hours. Shane is just flaming Matt for 2 hours about pan flutes. It was the best.
The fuck is a pan flute?
Oh, you know what a pan flute is. It's the one with it's got a row of reeds and another row of reeds, and you kind of hold on, I'll show you.
It's there's so many weird fucking instruments that I've seen that I just... I just saw one recently that was a digital, it's a new thing. What the fuck? And it's you can buy it off Amazon. And I don't know if it was Charlie Puth or some other fuck, what was this thing? I just like did not describe that very well. By the way, these edibles are definitely
pan flutes.
Kicking in.
You see
pan
it?
Flute.
Should be on your screen.
Hold on. There it is. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
So yeah, he plays the pan flute and
It's old. This is an old instrument.
yeah, he's like learning covers of songs in pan flute.
Oh Jesus.
Like I'm not talking about like he's learning Guns N' Roses on the pan flute. He's learning pan flute songs by pan flutists. Flautists? I don't know.
Flautists. Fried small burritos.
So yeah. So that's what. But dude, that shit was so funny. But yeah, I'm just bringing that up because I figured you can give it
gay?
you can give it a little check
It's
out.
definitely gay.
A checkaroonski.
Yeah, that's definitely gay of Matt to do such a thing. Not really. I mean, whatever floats your boat, dude. It's not really gay.
No.
I mean, it's gay if it makes you happy, technically.
No, he's like gay, like stupid. Anymore, you don't have to be politically correct this episode.
Oh, we don't. We're never politically correct. First of all, we're just correct all the time about everything, so it doesn't matter. Okay, you enjoy that bowl of cereal.
I am on camera.
You fucking enjoy that bowl of cereal. You got some milk in your beard.
No, I don't.
Oh my god! What? You don't give a flying rat's dookie.
It's just white.
Flying rat's ball sack. Come on. Oh my god! Could you imagine being a rat with large nuts just dragging on the ground all the time? That would suck.
Oh, did we freeze for a second? Oh yeah, dude, we just froze for a second. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, probably because we're talking about rat nuts now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just the one talking about rat nuts, but whatever.
Real quick in the beginning, I guess we're gonna give a shout out to Damian Davis 12, Da Wiseman, and Demat_Rig for giving us a fucking follow.
Nice.
We appreciate you and the things that you do. Unless you're a rapist, then we don't appreciate that.
Yes, no, we do not appreciate rapes. They're not good. They're not a good thing to have happened ever. So, but yeah, I mean, so you got the Shane, as far as the Joe Rogan, one of Joe Rogan's motto is to just come without, like, he already knows the subject. Just show up.
That's my motto too.
Just fucking show up, dude. Just show up, man. You just got to show up and be consistent. That's what Joe always says.
That's my motto too, Jesse.
Fuck you, Joe Rogan. I'm not going to just show up and be consistent. I was not the fucking show host of some popular TV show that was extremely popular for a long time. And I was not one of the fucking main announcers for the UFC since Royce Gracie was fucking fighting. Jesus Christ. Actually, I don't know. Was he the host or was he a announcer while Royce Gracie was fighting?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
I think since '98. No, he was there. That's crazy, man.
Is Demat_Rig Steve?
That is Steven. D-Matt.
Oh, that's
Steven DeMattis.
Bitch.
D-Matt. That's my boy.
Shout out to Steve. In the Florida.
In the Florida. Don't take it. Bad for you. Florida. Oh, good. Yeah, so...
I hear the gators down there getting bad.
Are they?
Talking about eating people in Disneyland and such.
Oh, that's been happening, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
That's something that's been going on.
It's still happening.
Going on. I told him we were just in Orlando in August, and I told him I was going to wrestle a fucking alligator, but I didn't get to see one. It was really upsetting.
I'm sure if you'd have just went to any body of water, you'd have been all right.
I
did. Yo, I'm telling you, my aunt lives in, I think, Fort Lauderdale or something like that, And like
Nice area.
one morning when I was like young as fuck, we went down there. I went out of state 2 times. No, 3 times.
Right.
One when I was young as fuck there. One as young as fuck went to Tennessee, and one as young as fuck went to Canada. But I don't remember Tennessee at all, pretty much. And then
damn, that sucks. No,
I do.
Tennessee's nice.
Tennessee had a gator farm that was ginormous. And then
got a gator farm.
Got a gator farm. Remember in Joe Dirt when he sticks his head in the gator?
Oh, yeah.
That's essentially that's essentially what that farm was. It's exactly that was.
Like Joe Exotic fucking.
Yeah,
it's crazy that Joe Dirt is the very first Joe Exotic. Maybe that's what Joe Dirt was about.
Oh my God!
Come to think of it,
dude, somebody seen Joe Exotic and went, you know who could play him real good? David Spade.
Yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, Joe Exotic, he's been having wild big cats since the '90s, right? Since the '90s.
Joe Dirt was based off of Kid Rock.
Yeah, bullshit.
No,
definitely was. I'm just kidding.
His character was, and that's why Kid Rock was asked to be in the movie, I believe.
Yeah, but Kid Rock is like,
so it's essentially like Kid Rock talking shit to himself.
Yeah, but Kid Rock knew how to rap.
But he embodies what Joe Dirt is. Like, that's his image, is that. So, like, he may not be stupid, because he's not. That dude's a cajillionaire. He's got a White House. He literally built a replica of the White House on his property.
I heard he has a church.
Yeah, he does.
He lives in a church
so
or something.
Big. His property, so it's a White House. He built the White House. He's got the White House. That's
creepy.
On his property. Like, Theo Von is like best friend, like really good friends with him, I guess. Yeah,
that's who I heard from. Actually, I just was watching an episode of Theo Von today.
I was watching The Fighter and the Kid, or no, not The Fighter and the Kid, the King and the Sting. He's talking about
King and the Sting.
That's my jam. I like Brendan. He tells a good story.
He's all right. I like Brendan too. I like him more as
I don't think
UFC
he's funny.
Announcer.
I don't think he's funny. He's not a comedian per se, but he's a good public figure.
I'll tell you what, I've been watching them since they started that podcast, and he is, because of Theo Von, he's much funnier.
Well, we say because of Theo, and it's
because of Theo, because
I think
when he makes funny jokes, they sound like Theo jokes.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's definitely straight out of the fucking Theo's ass.
But if you watch him with Brian, like, coaches him.
Yeah, for sure.
Brian so I think Brian had a big influence on how he presents himself and like the way he acts and stuff. And then comedian wise, you're gonna be influenced by Theo Von. Because
for
Theo's
sure,
funnier than
funny.
Yeah, exactly. He's not. I don't find Brian funny at all.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever watched any of his stand-up, so
I can't say I have either. But I know that when I watch like his podcasts with, I can't say he's not funny at all, because I watch The Fighter and the Kid, but I watch it for more like them talking shit about Brian. You know what I mean? More than
he's always talking. Chris D'Elia roasts his ass. It's hilarious.
But I don't like Chris D'Elia at all. I don't find him funny.
Either.
I watch The Fight Companions and I hate him.
I didn't either. I haven't watched any of the new ones, which I saw he was on one of the new ones.
No, he's in all of them. All the Fight Companions they've been doing. The last 2 or 3.
He wasn't in all of them. Maybe last 2 and 3.
Yeah, he's in all of them. The recent ones. He just had. They just had Rob Dyrdek on the last one.
I'll have to check those out, because I used to watch. I've been watching that.
Terrible, dude. It's essentially
I've been watching
just
them. The Joe Rogan ones were great. With Eddie Bravo,
I love
the original ones.
But they were funny. You got to think, you had some of the greatest minds in comedy in that room. You had, like, half the time it was Joe Rogan, and then you'd get Brian Callen, and then you'd get
the atmosphere was better for sure.
You get B and then Eddie, or sometimes you get Bert. Like, it just, you get some of the greatest minds in fighting and comedy in the same room.
Yeah.
And it just was so great. Well, then, it looks like they try and recreate Joe Rogan's LA studio in the Fight Companions.
A little bit, right. Yeah. It's too bright.
Yeah.
It's a little too bright.
Exactly. I think so, too. and it does nothing on the walls. It's literally just red.
Looks like they're in an office room.
Yes, it looks like they're in a conference room.
A conference room, right?
Yeah, there's like it's too technical. It doesn't feel homey, and like I don't like that. And then
I want to go back to the Chris D'Elia thing because the Chris D'Elia, I didn't like him either. My girl turned him on, and I watched. Well, turned him on. Well, that didn't sound good. Oh shit, she was underage.
She was like, hey Chris,
oh, God. We saw him.
Was he grooming her?
She hopefully. She put one of his specials on, and I was like, "This guy's so animated."
I'd have thrown up.
He makes these weird noises.
He's essentially like,
"What the fuck is this guy?" And then I saw him go on Joe Rogan, and he fucking is roasting everybody. Theo Vaughn. Brian Callen, especially Brian Callen, and I'm fucking dying.
But he talks like
He's funny.
I don't like the way he talks. The way his
it's because he's a homeschooled sober boy. He's supposedly he's never had a drink in his life. He's like a homeschooled kid.
He sounds like he
awkward,
feels
weird.
like he's better than everybody else. And I
mean, he can think that.
Well, no, my point is he's in his like he
I'm
thinks
getting all defensive.
Yeah, he thinks he's the shit. And I
mean, let him think that way then. Who cares?
I care. I don't think he's the shit. Like, I think he's like.
No, I don't think his stand-ups the shit. Supposedly, he stole jokes too.
When they canceled him, I went, okay. Yeah. I was more upset when I heard Brian Callen might get canceled.
I think they're both weirdos. I think they both probably like to fucking.
Chris D'Elia is definitely a weirdo. Like
Chris D'Elia is definitely a bit of a weird person. I would love to hang out with both of them, really, and wrestle Brian Callen's dumbass.
I'd love to talk to Brian. He seems so smart. Like he actually, like the thing about him is he learns.
He's a fucking rich boy.
Well, you gotta catch
Brian Callen.
You gotta catch his comedy, dude. Like he'll learn about like pop culture. And then, like, he'll, like, slide his comedy into the pop culture reference.
Oh, yeah.
And, and that's how he's funny. But the reason people don't think he's funny is because people miss that reference.
Well, yeah, Brian Callen's extremely... Where I was going with the rich boy comment, Brian Callen's extremely experienced. He's been all over the world. I think his parents were either military or whatever. I don't know. He was talking about going to boarding school. He's been all over the world, and he's been a fucking actor and a comedian for a long time.
He's actually
knows a lot.
He's actually classically trained. He's like he's
he said that.
No,
We've heard him say that multiple times. Yeah, he always says that shit.
I know.
He is though. He is. You can tell he is.
No, he's got the professionalism as an actor. Like when he says that he's done acting, it kind of upsets me because all he's done are these little tiny parts. And he hasn't done much. Like
I'd like to see him do his own comedy.
Yeah, he definitely got the chops to be like. Remember him in The Hangover? He was amazing.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. It was great. Yeah, he was good.
He was such a good character in The Hangover. And then The Hangover 3 when he turns on Chow or whatever it is. Great.
I don't remember that. I think I only watched that like once.
They were on the roof, and he was like, you owe me so much money, fuck guy, or some shit like that. Yeah. And Chow was like, you fuck me.
Yeah, no, he's something else. Both those guys are odd. Yeah, when I heard Brian Callen, what happened to him? He got caught talking to a young girl as well.
No, I don't think it was that. I think
it was.
No, he's doing some weird shit, like kind of like Louis C.K. Like he would pull his dick out in the car and ask the women to like touch him. Well, after a date.
I think he might. I guarantee he did that. Okay, but I think the bigger outlash was he got caught talking to or trying to talk to a underage girl or almost underage girl, like 18 or 19. something like that.
No,
Accused of sexual assault.
He's accused of sexual assault. Nothing to do with underage girls. Stop fucking.
Oh shit!
Stop fucking spreading that. That's why I kept saying
I didn't say underage.
Not underage. You said underage or almost underage. We can rewind.
I said 18.
We can rewind the tape. You said
I'm good with this shit. You'll see. You said, hey, listen, our last episode, you said this is December 1, 2001. Motherfucker, you're out here.
No, I didn't.
When I heard that, I was cracking up. Yeah, you did. You said, yeah, you introduced the episode. You said, it's December 1, 2001. Damn, boy. Damn, you're taking us back.
Yeah, but that still isn't saying somebody's a fucking pedophile and then not saying he's a pedophile.
Hey, listen, I said 18, 19.
No, you said he was talking to underage girls and then you said or. All right, I'm
Liar.
not. You know what? People watched it. I don't have to be right.
Let me be very clear. I've never forced myself upon any woman nor offered to trade stage time for sex. Ever. And that's me talking, not Brian Callen. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesse, you're offering stage time, dude? Why don't you tell me?
Let me make this clear, guys.
You're offering stage time, dude? I didn't know that.
Before I get rich in the future and become an actor and just get all these rape accusations because they want money. Nope. Yep, that sounds about right. I can see him pulling his dick out in drunk setting, like an night out.
That's what they said he was doing. Even I think it was Sarah Silverman, or it was one of the.
Sarah Silverman's fucking. She sexually assaults everyone every time she comes around. And she has no room to talk.
Whoa! What is this?
What? Sues rape victim's husband. Brian Callen sues alleged rape victim's husband.
Let's
says he
turn on the video.
Does the audio play?
Skip ad. There we go.
The fuck is the video at, man? Jesus.
What video?
Oh, I thought you said let's turn on the video.
Yeah, as in show people what the fuck's on here, on the thing, the stream. Not for you to see, other people to see.
You were talking to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm I want to see this shit. Can I hear the audio? That's what I said. I was like,
I want to hear I want to see the video of Brian Callen suing people.
Yeah, let me see the video of Brian Callen's fucking pulling his dick out in a fucking party or something. Come on. I can see him doing that at a pool party or some shit, just being a weirdo.
Yeah, just being funny or something, dude.
Yeah, just being funny or something. I think he's just being a drunk weirdo is what he was doing.
I mean, I've never pulled my dick out and showed anybody it, but I know people who have.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like okay, if you're blackout drunk, that's, you get a pass. But if you're just being a fucking dumbass and you're just wagging your thing around like a fucking... Nobody wants to see that, bro. Your ugly ass fucking dick.
No.
Fucking wagging around. It probably stinks and shit.
Yeah.
Nasty ass motherfucker. Maybe not Brian Callen. Brian Callen's dick probably doesn't stink. I could see him being well groomed. He's classically trained, so you'd expect something like that out of a person that's classically trained.
He's classically trained in the classical arts.
Of non-dick stinking.
Of non-dick stinking.
Yep. What happened to Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub? Man, Jesus, we could go on and on about these guys. Do you remember when Brendan Schaub was driving with his lady and they got in a car accident? Or they're oh, he left. He's gone. And he ain't never coming back. But yeah, Brendan Schaub was driving with his wife and saw a car accident on the highway or something. Yeah, it was on the highway, and he said, "There's no cops there. looks like someone's like laying in the road and shit. He's like, oh, I better. So Brendan Shaw, being the fucking beautiful person that he is, runs over to the vehicle, and there's like someone laying on the hood. One of the kids are like laying on the hood or something like that. And then the kids are all fine. I guess there's like 2 or 3 kids in the car. But the husband that crashed into the vehicle was running across the other side of the highway, and I think he get hit by a car or something like that. And the mom is just obliterated. Her head's like decapitated in the front seat. And I guess that morning the husband had gotten an argument with his wife and said, hey, told the kids we're all going to heaven today. And then he played chicken with a fucking semi, fucking just got obliterated.
I've been muted this whole time.
Nice. So that was a sad situation. Sad. But yeah, Brendan was crying on his podcast about it, and I was like, oh man, I teared up a little bit. Jeez, what a fucking story. And then he did some stuff for the kids. I can't remember what exactly he did, but he did some stuff for the kids.
He tied him to the radiator and graped him.
Oh man, Jesus Christ!
I said graped with a G.
Well,
if anybody knows what the whitest kids you know are,
I graped
the grapist. Google that shit.
The whitest kids you know. That sounds familiar. What is that?
It's a show. Whitest kids you know.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Google the grapist, because he will tie you to the radiator and grape you. He will grape you in your mouths.
Oh, man, that sounds grape-alicious. Sounds like rape, but with a G. So anyways, what did you think? Let's hear your take on did you watch the entire card of the UFC 269? You watched the early prelims, the prelims, like I do. I'm just a fucking nerd with UFC. Hey, stop coughing.
I watched the one where
Jesus. You watched the one where one girl got beat up, another girl won.
Trying to come up with a shitty joke for your mom, but it didn't come out.
Nope.
I couldn't do it. Brenda's too cool.
Brenda? Oh, I was like, who the fuck is Brenda? It's my mom.
What the fuck?
God, man, that's how high I am right now. Dude, I took 2 large nighttime edibles. And I was like, all right, Devin's not going to respond back. We're not going to podcast. Like, smash. 10 minutes later, you're like, hey, what's up? You want to podcast?
I don't think I said that.
Like,
I think I said when.
You're like, hey, what's up, dude? You want to podcast? Please podcast with me, man, please.
No, I think I just said, I think he said, do you still want to cast? And I said, when?
I said pod.
Whatever.
I said pod.
Whatever.
Do you want to edamame pod? Come on now, man.
Hey.
Come on now, man.
Come on now, you want to go down there and do the podcast there, man?
Come on now, man.
Yeah, do the goddamn podcast there, man.
Here's, guys. This is actually my I'm very dehydrated. This is my piss.
This is his urine. He lives in Vegas, so they have to drink their own urine there to hydrate.
That is. There's a lake right about yonder. It is drying the fuck up, and there's nothing to drink out here or eat.
He said, right about yonder, just pointed in the general area of Nevada.
I think I actually hit Arizona, but it's the same damn lake. It goes into Arizona too, and it's called the Colorado River, and we're
That's
fucking
not a lake.
dying here.
Oh man, I gotta get a new computer so these things go by smooth.
Yeah, I'm working on a fucking 2007 Windows, guys. 2007.
Yeah, but
Windows.
how much RAM does it have?
It's got enough RAM for your mom.
Ooh, you know who else said that?
Fucking Bill Gates.
Kevin.
Who? Kevin. Oh! Different son of a bitch! You got me again with that shit. Fuck is Kevin?
You went, who's Kevin?
I'm all personal here. Fucking. At least we're just on a first name basis. Their last names are to remain unanimous. What? No, that's not the right word. Unanimous. All right. That's how much I fucking watch fighting. Every day, all day long.
Kelly Clarkson.
Not a split decision, but a Kelly Clarkson.
Dude, so let's just start with the main card, dude. All right.
You don't want to start with any of the prelims? You didn't watch any of the prelims, did you?
I did. I just don't really care because I didn't pay attention. They're on. I just do things during them, like sit on my phone.
I woke too. Yeah, I got you. Like, honestly, to be totally honest, I'm sick and tired of watching.
Like, I'll pay attention to good fights. I won't know their names, but I'll pay attention.
I'm sick and tired of watching, whether it's a guy, the men's division or the women's. Most of the time, it's the women's. But it's like there's two women that go out there that both are trash and they're like ready to retire in a couple more fights, and they just beat the hell out of each other in some type of way. But it's just flat out boring because it's like they're not passionate about fighting.
I don't like the ones. I don't like the ones where you get the veteran, where it's usually dudes. This is usually dudes. It's like the veteran fighter, and then you got the up and coming fighter. Yeah, I hate. And then
gimme fight.
And then the up and coming fighter, and then the veteran fighter is like, I got something to prove against this guy. Half the time. And it's never a gimme fight. It's always like this veteran fighter going out on his last leg, and it's just like, or he gets knocked the fuck out, and it is a gimme fight.
Knocked the fuck out. Usually knocked the
fuck out. And it's horrible.
Like a Donald Cerrone type of deal with Conor McGregor.
And then you're like, and you're just like, dude, what the fuck, Donald? You were the best. Why did you even take that fight? And I mean, he took that fight because Conor McGregor money is Conor McGregor money.
Oh yeah, he's very smart. Conor McGregor's that was the beginning of his downfall, and I knew it. And I'm like, why is Conor McGregor fighting fucking retired, washed up Donald Cerrone? Conor McGregor is an animal compared to Donald Cerrone still, and Conor McGregor's on his way out, in my opinion. Back then.
Oh, he's
and
coming
now
back,
I'll try to tell everybody, he's coming back to probably fight Nate for a trilogy, which is fine. That's cool. I'll watch that.
Fuck yeah, I'll watch that. And I'll go, Nate.
Yes.
Nate. The whole fucking time. God, I love Nate Diaz. He's good. He's so fucking good.
If you would have gave Nate Diaz 2 more rounds in their last fight, Nate would have won.
I think
Nate would have fucking finished him.
I think
Nate would have choked his ass out again.
We need a fighting, like a program. You know what I mean? That like just lets you fight until you're done.
Oh yeah, it'll get that way. Like it affects your brain scans and shit.
Yeah, either you fight until you're done, or you fight until someone in your corner throws in the towel because they're like, I don't want to see this guy get beat the shit out of anymore.
It's kind of how it is, though. It
Not
really
really.
Is. It's kind of how it is. Yeah. I mean, it's like if your passion's not there.
What do you mean? After 5 rounds, Nate Diaz is done. I'm talking about just letting it go.
Oh.
I'm just talking about.
I agree with that.
4-hour beating the shit out of each other.
Oh, I agree with that.
I mean, I doubt they're gonna last 4 hours, but like, I think Nate Diaz. If you let Nate Diaz go on somebody, fighting is 30, gonna. Dude, I think if you open up the time of like how long, like people can like the fight is, you don't limit it to 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think Nate Diaz would beat everyone. Nate Diaz would be the champion in every fucking weight class.
He'd also be more brain dead, and that's another thing about the sport. The boxing used to be like 15, 16, 20 rounds in boxing way back in the day, and they had to stop doing that. But they
still have a shit ton of rounds.
They still, and
guys
still
rounds?
Die in boxing, and guys still die every year in boxing, and that's why you got to kind of keep that.
We got like 5.
In my opinion,
is it 3-minute rounds in boxing though? I don't think it's 5 minutes.
In boxing?
Yeah, I don't think it's 5 minutes. Is it?
Let's see. Pull it on up, Jamie. But there was a couple good UFC prelims. The Ryan Hall. You know who Ryan Hall is?
I feel like it's 12 rounds. Yeah. What's the? I don't give a shit.
4-minute rounds, 5-minute rounds. Is it 4-minute rounds?
Doesn't say. I'm gonna click this. What the fuck this says, and see if I can get it out of it. Oh wait, right here. Women's says
2-minute rounds.
10 rounds, each lasting 2 minutes instead of 3 for men. So yeah, it's 12 3-minute rounds.
Okay, 12 3 minutes for men.
So I mean, actually, what's that? 36 minutes though. That's still.
Yeah. See, you get into the
that's still
you get into the 30 minutes. It gets more dangerous. It really does because you're tired, and
yeah, but that's when you see the magic happen, my dude.
Well,
how many times have you just seen the magic happen?
For a Diaz, like an underdog winning, yeah, that's when the magic can happen.
Speaking of underdogs, let's roll into this goddamn Julianna Pena upset.
For sure. Yeah. Yep. Well, for a lot of people, man, a lot of people in the MMA community said don't look past this girl, and a lot of people that from the inside, especially Julianna Pena, was saying that Amanda wasn't training enough. A lot of people have said that throughout the years. Amanda's not in the gym enough.
Let's see if we can.
This is what happens.
Clips. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, when Julianna Pena was in a training camp for like a year straight, and if you fight an opponent that has been in a fucking training camp for a year straight, dude, you better be worried, man. I don't care who the fuck you are.
See, that's the thing. Remember what happened to
Masvidal?
Tony Ferguson.
What about him?
He won 7 straight, waiting for Khabib. And then all of a sudden,
he won like 9. Didn't he win like 9 straight?
I think it was 7 straight. Man, I'm not trying to Google 2 things at once right now. I will do it, but all right. You know what? Fuck that. But my point is then he gets his chance finally, and look what happened.
Well, he never got it.
No, he did. It wasn't against Khabib, but he got his chance at the championship.
Khabib, yeah.
And he got fucking rocked. Like wrecked.
He didn't get his chance at the championship. What are you talking about?
Yes, he did. Tony Ferguson fought that guy for the championship there. Or no, he fought that guy.
He fought Oliveira before the belt.
Yeah, it was like the chance for the championship fight or whatever there. Wasn't it?
It was before that. Oliveira fought. Because Oliveira fought Chandler. That was for the belt. That was for the interim belt.
Yep. I know.
So Chandler fought Oliveira for the interim belt, and then before that in 2020. Yep, you're right. So before he fought Chandler, it was Tony Ferguson, and I guess you might be right. If Tony Ferguson beat Charles Oliveira some fucking how, which would never have happened, 100 times out of 100 times, Charles Oliveira is going to stick his fist into his soul and pull his soul out like it's fucking goddamn.
Charles Oliveira is a monster. But yeah, he went how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's that? 11, 12 wins in a row? Is that 12 wins on the screen?
For Oliveira?
Yeah, look on the screen. I got it up. No, not for Yvette. This is Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a lot of wins. It was a ton.
12 wins in a row.
Yeah, it was a ton.
And then he gets up to fucking Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, that's what it was. Gaethje took his soul.
Was that for the championship, or was that for...
No. Gaethje just had fought fucking Khabib.
It's for the interim, dude. That's what it was. Look, it's right there. He's
Ultimate Fighter Champion. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, Ferguson, Gaethje.
No.
And for the interim lightweight championship.
What?
It's right in front of you. I got it on the screen.
What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense, bro.
And then that's the night Henry Cejudo beat Cruz and retired. I remember that night Like,
I do remember that night, but I didn't realize that was the interim lightweight championship.
Yes.
Because what the fuck happened to Gaethje?
Gaethje went on to get beat by Oliveira. Oliveira took the interim, and then Oliveira went and last night became the champion.
No, Oliveira never fought Gaethje.
Oh, yes, he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He didn't fight Gaethje. Who'd fucking Gaethje fight then? God damn it.
Exactly. That's why I'm confused.
God damn it. Let's see. Did he fight Chandler?
Yeah, no, he just fought Chandler. No, I think he turned down Chandler. I think fucking Gaethje turned down Chandler. So they're like, fuck you. This fight is for the interim belt.
God damn it.
That's what happened. Justin Gaethje was inactive, so they took the fucking belt away from him.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I doubt that, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. They offered him Chandler. I remember he turned down Chandler.
What?
And then he fucked him up. He fucked Chandler up bad. Yeah, dude, Justin Gaethje is a fucking man.
Alright, so...
All you have to do, bro, when you're searching this, just type in UFC and click on their names.
Oh, yeah, you did that. It's right here. Why would I do that, though? I
exactly.
Got it up.
Yeah, well, you don't need to go to Wikipedia. Fuck Wikipedia.
Yeah, but this has
Gaethje
all of them in the list.
Gaethje lost Tringla choke after Ferguson, like I said.
So he beats Ferguson, he loses to Khabib.
Yeah, got choked out unconscious.
Yeah, but Khabib's the champ, so that was the light. So he was interim and then fought for the championship. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Oh, there you go.
Tony got robbed of his chance. That's what happened. Remember? It was he had 12 chances in a row, and he beat everyone, and then it was supposed to be him, and then Gaethje, and then Khabib was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Didn't retire. Khabib was supposed to retire, and then after he fucking choked him unconscious, he retired after choking Gaethje unconscious.
Exactly. So fucking what happened was Gaethje stole Tony's chance. That's what happened. They fucking... I remember being mad. Yeah, now it's all coming back to me. Like being in the shower.
Dude, Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson had no fucking chance, bro. Not a fucking chance.
Not against
Dude, Tony Ferguson had a chance. Tony Ferguson had a chance all the way back when he fought fucking...
Oh, yeah, like... before, like in the middle of his 12-win streak. But, like, he was towards the end when he was fighting Cerrone, you know what I mean? I don't know. My point is like I think they robbed him as like they really fucked him on his chance of being the champion, man.
He fucked him on his chance.
Look at
he got hurt I think it was his last time. Or was that COVID that fucked him? I think it might have been COVID.
He beat Clay Guida. Oh man, Clay Guida's so good right now.
Yeah, Clay Guida's a fucking animal.
He's one of my favorite fighters.
Bro, and he's still an animal. Clay Guida
He just choked somebody out, didn't he?
Clay Guida just choked out a jiu-jitsu world champion.
He was a huge underdog. Yeah, he was a huge underdog, and he choked him out. I didn't watch that.
He wasn't a huge underdog, but he was like plus 200.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he was like plus 200. That's definitely an underdog, but he wasn't a massive underdog.
I'm not donating to your fucking shit, guy.
Yeah, definitely don't donate to Wikipedia.
Right?
They say they just started asking people again. I saw that. They're like, oh, donate. No. If you die, hope Wikipedia dies.
Man, I remember way back in the day when he was like the man. Like, look at it.
Guida?
Yeah, look at it on
Damn. How many fucking wins did he have in a row?
Oh my god, he was so good back in the day, and it's all like pretty much all like look at him, fucking win.
18 wins in a row, like 17 wins in a row. What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, dude, he just win. He loses a couple. He beats Nate Diaz there, UFC 94.
13 wins.
He beat young Nate Diaz, UFC 94.
Yeah, but young Nate Diaz would get chopped up by the Nate Diaz of now.
He beat young Josh Thompson. That's good. That's a good win, my guy.
That's a good win. Yeah. They're all good wins. Dude, Clay Guida fucking really surprised me. Go up.
Beat Anthony Pettis.
Nah, keep going up to this is just happened. One of these
Oh
fights
no,
just happened.
the new one.
Clay Guida's
It's
been
Leonardo
active lately.
Santos.
So, was it Mark Madsen? That's what it was. Oh no. He did really good. Mark
When he fought Mark Madsen, him and Mark Madsen went back and forth, and it was split.
Mark Madsen is a fucking animal. But no, when he beat Michael Johnson the way he did, I was like, wow, Michael Johnson's trash now, first of all. But then when he fought Mark Madsen, I was like, dude, he was putting up a fucking fight against Mark Madsen. And Mark Madsen is a monster. He's a fucking monster. He's a world champion wrestler, I think. He's a world champion wrestler, I'm pretty sure. But I think he's like 10-0 or
he beat
or 11-1.
Penn.
Anyways, Mark Madsen would murder anybody on that list.
There's a lot of people on this list that he lost to that are fucking really good though, like Charles Ortega, Charles Oliveira, Brian Ortega, Tiago's a beast, like Chad Mendez, Gray Maynard. Like Jesus, he's fought all fought all the fucking names. Kenny Florian, Diego Sanchez. He's fought everybody. He just didn't do good against the fucking good ones.
And it's funny because he fought all the good ones in their prime.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, Clay Guida is a fucking monster.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was just really surprised the way when he fought Mark Madsen. I bet Mark Madsen because I was like, there's no way this guy's losing. But I did, of course, I would place an underdog bet on Guida. And he fucking he put up a fucking dogfight.
Anyways, back to this Amanda Nunes, Julianna Pena fight. Or I was gonna get some fucking videos for us here.
So all I gotta say about that fight, I don't even need to talk. I could talk about I could talk from the prelims, early prelims through the prelims to the main card. I could break them all down pretty much.
Let's just nail our favorite fights to begin with, and then we'll just go through like
shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Right now we're gonna do the Julianna Pena fight first, and then we'll do some like earlier fights of the night, just so like people, we can grab some attention, dude.
Nah, you're funny. So yeah, all I gotta say about the Julianna Pena fight is that obviously Julianna Pena came to win. She had been training for a year. She had been in a training camp for about a year straight because she helped out that other chick. Can't remember her name. She's been training for a while, but all I gotta say about it is Amanda Nunes didn't train for this damn fight. She wasn't in the gym. If Amanda Nunes put in the work, put in the fucking training camp like she did when she's been doing. I mean, she hasn't been doing it lately. She hasn't been doing the last couple of years, that's for sure.
I might have the
submission.
I don't know.
What's that?
I might have the submission. This says full fight. I might have.
It wasn't even a damn submission. She just fucking tapped out because her heart was beating. She was breathing too hard.
There's no way this is the full fight. It's only 1 minute and 15 seconds long.
No, YouTube, they skip all the fights. You'll watch it and it's intervals of like 10 seconds.
That makes total sense.
You won't find any. You will not find the full fight on here. You might be lucky to find.
Like I said, I think I got the second round where she chokes her out right here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you what though too. So Julianna Pena has got such a high guard, which is fantastic, but she's sneaking in that jab right there. You see that jab? So Amanda's trying to throw the jab, and she's throwing the jab at the same time, but her jab, she's sneaking it in at the same time, and she's catching her with that jab over and over and over, and it's really nice and stiff. It doesn't look the best, but her high guard to the jab, she's really leaning into it.
Oh, well,
and that's kind of...
And her head movement is crazy. I don't know if you noticed.
That's kind of...
But every time Amanda counters or tries to throw, Julianne is just not there anymore.
To be honest, I think both their head movement is fucking horrendous. It's trash. But
I think Julianna's head movement is way better than Amanda Nunes, man. I'll tell you.
Well, that's the sad part because Amanda Nunes is supposed to have way better Stand up, way more head movement.
Oh, she didn't move
way
at all.
Stronger.
She took everything.
Yeah, she didn't train. She's not working out. I thought she did. I was looking at her at the weigh-ins. I'm like, damn, she looks fit as fuck. Oh, damn,
I mean, she does look fit as fuck.
She said she trained,
but
she said she trained. But it's like, how many sparring hours did you put in? I mean, how? Obviously, you need that because this girl, you should have ate this girl for fucking breakfast, dude. And nothing against Julianna Pena. Julianna Pena is a fucking dog, but I've seen a better Amanda Nunes than that night. I think we all have. And she just didn't show up. I don't think she showed up the last couple times, but the last couple times she fought, she's fighting fucking scrubs. Julianna Pena ain't a scrub. It's as simple as that. So, whatever.
I'm waiting for the submission because I'm going to turn it back on to
It's all skipping and shit, so I don't think it's really...
It's skipping on your end?
It's definitely skipping on my end, and I'm assuming that it'll be skipping on the Twitch.
Yeah, it's probably then. Well, then it's not really worth doing. We'll just know that, like, Julianna Pena...
We'll look at it later.
Well, we don't have to look at it later. We'll just explain it real quick. She fucking chokes her out, man. She fucking...
Well, in my opinion...
Gets on her back, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Takes her back.
She doesn't even throw both legs in.
No.
She literally, Amanda Nunes gets into the fucking
barely gets her. She barely
Amanda Nunes gets into a turtle position. She's all balled up into a ball, and then Julianna Pena jumps on her back and puts her in a rear naked chokehold, and didn't even sink it in all the way. Amanda just tapped because she just gave up. Everybody, there's people like Colby Covington trying to get a fight with Poirier, which is smart. Saying that Poirier quit. I don't think Colby Covington really means that. I think he's just trying to get a fight with Dustin because he's been doing that. And I think Dustin should fight him, which would be amazing. Amazeballs. That'd be a really good fight. But no, Amanda gave up. Dustin Poirier didn't. It's as simple as that. Dustin Poirier just got beat by the better man.
You don't think Dustin gave up just a little? I mean, I think...
No.
He gave him his back real easy, man.
Bro, this is not...
I mean, yeah, Oliveira is like the best
to do it. Listen, you got to understand.
He's the champion for a reason.
Listen, you got to understand the reason why people are thinking that is because Dustin wasn't moving very much. He wasn't sporadic. Now, I could agree if you had said that. If you would have said Dustin, he didn't move enough, I would agree. But what Dustin was too cautious of putting himself in other dangerous situations, yet he made a mistake on keeping that Brit where he's just standing up, how he had his hands on the ground and his feet extended and his hands extended to the ground. What he's doing there is he's trying to get away from him, but Oliveira's already got his leg, he wrapped around his leg, and then he took his back, and that was the mistake. Really, he should have been moving quicker more often, and I do not agree with the give up thing. But he should have been moving a little bit more. Charles Oliveira is just that good.
I mean, maybe that's what I mean. I guess maybe he didn't give up, but maybe he just should have. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I'm just not a professional. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know enough like that to be like he should have done this.
I'm not a professional either. I've done jiu-jitsu. I've been watching fights for a while. I've sparred. I'm a student of the sport. In somewhat of a way, I'm not really in the gym constantly sparring and shit. I'm not cage fighting. I've never had a cage fight, but I'm a student. I've been watching the sport for a while. I've been listening to Joe Rogan for a long time too, and to see these guys and to know the positions that are in and what they can do to get out of them. It's like when you see that high level, even at the lower level, but that high of a level. It's just you have to be very cautious with guys like Charles Oliveira or guys like Khabib. They're submission experts. Charles Oliveira, you got to understand this. At the highest level in the entire world, Charles Oliveira has the most submissions out of any UFC fighter in history at any weight. He is the best submission artist in the world in cage fighting, period. So, and even above Khabib. So you really gotta, and Khabib, like you would say, oh, what? No way, above Khabib. Yeah, technically he is. He has more numbers. He has more submissions than Khabib. I mean, he's lost 8 times, I believe, but he is a killer. No, he's grown.
I missed all of the fights except up to the last fight.
So let me give you Let me give you a breakdown real quick of what you see in front of the screen. Andre Muniz right here.
Oh, that's the one I seen. That's the one. That's the last one of the night there.
Great fight. Eric Anders is an animal, a great wrestler. Andre Muniz, previous fight, broke a world champion jiu-jitsu guy's arm. He said, I'm going to submit you. I'm going to break your fucking arm. And he did. He submitted Jacare Souza, and he broke his fucking arm in the same exact submission he put Eric Anders in. Absolutely beautiful. I bet on him, won that bet. Okay, we're moving down to Miranda Maverick and Aaron Blanchfield. Aaron Blanchfield outclassed Miranda Maverick. I think Miranda Maverick, for whatever reason, regardless of the record, Miranda's still young. She needs to fucking get her shit together and get into the gym more. Aaron Blanchfield ain't, she ain't nothing special. Everybody thought Maverick was something special. Blanchfield totally outclassed her, and her record shows. So she outclassed her, she outworked her. She had more cardio, she had better stand-up, she had better wrestling. She wrestled her the whole time. Boring ass fight, won by decision.
Up, huh?
Yeah, not really. Oh. It was a boring fight. It was one of those fights I was talking about earlier. So you got the Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall, legend in the game. He's only 9-2, but he's a fucking legend. He hasn't fought in years and years, and then he just got knocked out his last fight, which is just a few months ago, and it was really sad. But then he fights Derek Minner, and Derek Minner ain't a chump, but he it's kind of a boring fight if you're not a jiu-jitsu guy. He won. He beat him. He out-grappled him. He put him, I think he had him in a crucifix at one point, was just laying bombs on him. That was interesting. Derek Minner held on for the decision. Obviously went to Ryan Hall. It's a good fight, though. So then we get a bantamweight Randy Costa and Tony Kelly. Tony Kelly dragged it out. It was a very close fight, dragged it out into the second round, and just Randy Costa hasn't been known to do this. He just tires out. He tired out. Tony Kelly took advantage of it and just mopped his ass. I can't remember how he TKO'd him. It was stand-up, though. And then the Josh Emmett, Dan Ige fight.
Start at the bottom.
Yep. Jordan Wright, Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva is a knockout artist, and Jordan Wright likes to get punched in the face a lot.
That's right. I remember this fight. I thought Jordan Wright was like
he's
at least better than he did.
He's a good fighter, but he's another one that's like needs to learn to keep his hands up. He really wants to grapple everybody and just get in on you, but he gets punched in the meantime. He really needs to learn how to close the distance better, but he got mopped up and just knocked the fuck out. Bruno Silva is an animal. You really got to be careful with those guys. It's like, and this is one where you can really see, especially in their record and the time they've spent fighting. Jordan Wright's 12-2, Bruno Silva's 22-6. It really shows, because Jordan Wright just didn't have respect for Bruno Silva's hands, and he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened. I mean, he definitely dropped like a sack of potatoes too.
Boop. So did the next fight, the heavyweight fight, Augusto Sakai against
I like both of these fighters a lot. I'm kind of upset. Well, I knew Ty was gonna win. I told you that. I said I would like to see Augusto win, but Ty is gonna come out with it. And he's got the heavier hands, man. I don't know. He's more aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, Tai Tuivasa is just a better stand-up fighter, period.
He's more aggressive.
Sakai is great, too, but I think Sakai, he just literally, he froze up, and he didn't fight. He didn't fight a fight. He didn't have a game plan for Tai Tuivasa. And Tai Tuivasa is not someone you don't want to let him get you against the cage, and that's what happened. He got Tuivasa put his back against the cage, and once your guard goes, once you just curl up like that and against the cage, Tai Tuivasa is just like, okay, it's just free range. I'm just gonna pound on you now until I connect to your jaw, and that's what he did. He fucking knocked him the fuck out, and then had drank a shoey on the cage.
That was amazing. It was Steve O'Dewitt's shoe.
Yep, they got a whole routine going now, he said, so that's cool. All right, bantamweight, Pedro Munez, Dominic Cruz, won that bet too. Love Dominic Cruz. And Pedro Munez, really close fight, but Dominic just got the better of Munez throughout the fight. Kind of a boring fight, but it was a good fight. It was, Dominic Cruz just ended up
he's just
outworked him.
I don't know, man.
He picked him apart.
I think Dominic Cruz has just been amazing, though. He was the champion at one point, and
and now he's back, and he's still Dominic Cruz just fought Casey Kenny. That was his last fight before Pedro Munez, and Casey Kenny is another one of my favorite up and coming fighters. Probably probably top 15 favorite up and coming fighters, and I think he's Sean O'Malley's buddy too. But this kid Casey Kenny is no fucking joke. He's a really good stand-up fighter. He's got a good stand-up. He's got a good IQ, and he fought Dominic Cruz, and he really could not keep up with Dominic Cruz's footwork. He couldn't do it. He couldn't land the punches. And Dominic Cruz, I mean, he landed punches. Trust me, he fucking hit Dominic Cruz a couple times. And if he were able to keep up with his footwork, Dominic Cruz would have been fucking knocked out like he was with Henry Cejudo. But Casey Kenny couldn't keep up with him, and Dominic Cruz outworked him. Amazing. It's just like Dominic Cruz can come back, and he made a point. He's like, I want to come back. I'm going to fight these young guys. I'm going to show you I still got it. And he came back and he fought one of the toughest young guys in the division and fucking won. And really did win. He outworked him. Amazing. And then we got the featherweight, Josh Emmett, Dan Ige. This was one that everybody thought Dan Ige really didn't have much of a chance at all, but Dan Ige put up an amazing fight. Yeah. Josh Emmett got out by the skin of his teeth. So it was a good fight. That was a really good fight. Another fucking banger. But poor Dan Ige. I got a story about Dan Ige. I met Dan Ige's mom in Red Rock Casino with my buddy right when he was fighting, right before his Calvin Kattar fight. And his mom was super nervous, and I was like, this is going to be his toughest fight, even tougher than the Josh Emmett fight. That was his toughest fight for sure, by far.
Yeah.
And I was just telling her, I was like, you just be proud, telling his mom, just be proud of your son and where he's at now, because this is a fucking massive fight. Kattar is a killer. He's the top of the division, definitely top 5 in my opinion in that division. And if Dan can get past him, that dude, he can be the champion for sure. But Dan's got, he's got some shit to work on for sure. Hopefully I can see him be a contender, top 5 one day, but sad loss. So, okay, we're going to the Sean O'Malley Paiva fight. Yeah, Sean O'Malley just absolutely pieced this fucking brace face up.
I mean, we knew it was going to happen.
Not really. I mean, Paiva's I didn't think it was going to happen like that, to be honest. Paiva's a fucking tough dude.
I think Sean O'Malley learned from his loss, and he's just going to run through the division again.
Yeah. I'm starting to see that now. Because if you just knock a guy like Paiva out, like just piece of cake, first round, here you go. And he did it smart, too. So good for him. First round knockout. Not much to say about that. Just we need someone to perform. Need a top 10 guy. Come on.
Yeah, why isn't he doing that yet? I don't understand.
Well, because I think they're grooming him. I think they're doing the right thing. I think they're doing the right thing. They're giving him time to, because he's not only like social media famous now. He's like really popular in the UFC community. So I think they're doing the right thing. I think they're giving him, they're grooming him. This Paiva, like I said, he's not a fucking dude. Paiva just got murdered. Absolutely murdered by his buddy, the Matrix. Fucking, god damn it, what's his name? I need to piss, so I can't think. I wish we could pause this shit. But Paiva just got murdered by fucking that dude.
I'm gonna go to bed soon, so we're gonna wrap up the UFC thing as soon as we're done with that. We're gonna be peacing out.
All right, let's do that. So Paiva, O'Malley. Paiva got knocked the fuck out. And O'Malley needs a top 10 guy. We got Kai Kara-France, Cody Garbrandt. My God, what a fucking thing. Cody Garbrandt's got CT. He needs to fucking quit, man. He was slurring in the fucking press conference. I could hear him slurring. He needs to just stop. And he dropped weight. You already like, your chin's already gone. You probably have CTE. And you're dropping down. Dropping down's never been a good idea, especially when you're not supposed to fight at that weight. You're just not your body type. And especially against a guy like Kai Kara-France, he's just a fucking banger. He dropped
down a weight class, right, Garbrandt?
Yeah, he dropped down a weight class at a bad time, too. And to fight just a killer. This dude, Kai Kara-France, has got some fucking bangers, man. He's got some bricks for hands, so
I don't understand
he knocked Cody the fuck out. Well, he did it because he wanted to fucking get his name back up. He's like, this is the beginning of the takeover of the 125. It's like, oh, bro. You're probably going to be an announcer on the UFC from now on. And, dude, good for you. You're a legend. I loved when you beat up Dominic Cruz. That was great. But it's over, man. I think he's got CTEs. I think there's something wrong with his head. He can't take a punch anymore. He can't take a punch anymore. The lights just go out. He gets hit, the lights go out. So, and Chuck Liddell, you said the same thing. Chuck
Well, yeah,
Liddell
that's
was
what
saying,
happened to him.
yeah, Chuck Liddell was just like, your body just gets used to just shutting itself off when it gets hit because you've been hit so much. So, makes sense. So, Geoff Neal won this one too, thank God. Santiago.
Isn't it Jeff?
Ponzinibbio. Santiago Ponzinibbio is a goon, but Geoff Neal, he was a little bit too much for him. He outworked him and landed the better punches. Simple as that. Wasn't the best fight to watch. And then, of course, Julianna Pena, Amanda Nunes. Fuck yeah, Julianna Pena came out with a fucking sub.
Won people
amazing.
Tons of money. Like, tons.
Oh, yeah.
Like, anybody who bet, like 10 grand made, like, $1 million or some shit like that.
But I can tell you right now, Julianna Pena did not win people as much money as Amanda Nunes lost people money. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, because you had to pay, like 100 grand, or I think it was like 100 grand to win like 50 grand or 20 grand or something like that.
I think some guy in Vegas bet 330,000 to win like 40 grand, and he was cocky. He was bragging about it, saying that that's a free 40 grand. What a fucking dumbass. He obviously he doesn't know his shit. He's not paying attention.
300 grand.
Yeah, and there he goes. He's a fucking fool. It pisses me off that somebody like that can just throw away 300 grand.
I wish I had 300 grand.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw it away like that, dumbass.
Neither would I.
On to the next. Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier. Man, simple as this. Dustin Poirier could have.
He fought the good fight.
He fought the good fight. He could have put Charles Oliveira away in the first round.
He didn't.
He didn't. He couldn't do it. He tried. He tried to put it on him, and Charles Oliveira, he held on. He fought back, and you know what? Fucking cheers, mate. Cheers to Charles Oliveira for coming out and getting in Dustin Poirier's face immediately, and just fucking
That's what he does with everybody. He's not gonna stop with Dustin Poirier. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna look at Dustin and be. Nobody's gonna dog Charles down. I'll tell you that. Like,
that's a good point.
He is the man, and you're not gonna go into the fucking cage, and you're not gonna tell him that you're gonna win because he's gonna win. You know what I mean?
Yep. Hey, that's the thing. It's like Chandler almost put him away and couldn't find the punches when he had him on the ground to put him away. I think if Dustin Poirier had Oliveira in that situation, I think Dustin would have stopped the fight. And Dustin was very close to getting him there a couple times. He was very close. He had Charles stunned, and you could tell that Poirier's punches were just stiff and strong, and he was there. He wasn't the best
takes man.
Punches pretty. Charles takes fucking stiff punches pretty well, but I feel like Charles is going to end up. It's sad because I feel like Charles is definitely going to end up getting stuck in the cage with a fucking heavy-handed person. They're going to shut his lights off. He's never going to be the same again because Charles takes too many punches too, and that's he brings everybody into the deep end. He takes the punches, he dishes it back, and might knock you out too, so you got to be careful. And he'll bring you out into the deep water, and then he's going to submit you. Once he gets you to the ground, it's fucking over. So, amen to that.
He gets you tired and brings you out.
Yep, that's exactly.
But all right, guys.
You into the deep end.
Yep. All right, guys.
Love you guys.
It's been a great episode. Appreciate everybody tuning in. All right, we're going to be going off.
All right, brothers. Till next time.
Stay relentless. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute, Jesse. Go back. Wait. We got to plug some things. Make sure to follow us on Spotify. Make sure to follow us on Twitch. Follow us and like us on Facebook. Relentless Skeptics. Also check out the Wise Men on Twitch. That's what it is.
Yep.
The Wise Men on Twitch. DUHWHYSMEN. The Wise Men.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It's been a fucking pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
We'll have to do this again soon because this one we gotta cut short.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll get it. We will get it, my friend.
All right, brother. Peace.
See ya.